And so, the story begins. Dungeons. A most familiar setting for the earnest adventurer. Dark and musty halls, teeming with foul creatures, forgotten treasures, and copious amounts of experience points. Entombed in this particular cavernous hallway is an artifact of profound significance. A gemstone like no other. In pursuit of this artifact, 3 stoic adventurers delve into the darkness, eager to plumb its depths, unwitting to what lies in wait. The common goblin, widely regarded as a hideous and feeble minion. Eager to avulse the creature of its experience points, they assault it. A loot bag. An honest reward for dispatching the squalid creature. Meager spoils. Perhaps the next yield will be a bit more substantial. More goblins. It appears that ill fortune has beset these hapless few. Their companion lies crushed beneath the rubble. They attack the goblins in distress. Such a dismal bounty. One must slay great quantities of goblin for a decent recompense. They chance upon greedy little burglars. Treasure rightfully theirs, being plundered in front of their very eyes. Quickly, they interrupt and lay claim to the treasure.
Goblins soon realize they have no chance at survival. In desperation, they hurl their loot at the assailants. Without tarry, the goblins withdraw into the Sanctuary of Darkness.
How strange. These creatures were fully expected to die. Perhaps their journey will be worth following.
Two little goblins, one despondent, one morose, and both with the shivers. A spider, the occasional snack for a hungry goblin.
At this size, however, the roles are reversed. Hope emerges as the goblins dispatch the threat. There, a light, finally, a path out of this abyss. A familiar feeling beckons to them. A glint beneath the rubble. A precise assault. They survive the ambush. As curiosity surpasses reason, they unearth the strange object. It indeed appears to be the artifact the adventurers so fervently coveted. As the stone awakens from its slumber, it radiates a light both beautiful and blinding. Strange spirits emanate from the stone. They swirl and undulate in jubilation. As the awe-struck goblins peer into the brightness, the spirits speak out. They bid the goblins to seek a sacred place deep within the woods, and there rest the stone. Faced with such a spectacle, the goblins muster what they can to break their stupor. They pocket the stone and head for the surface. Coming into the light, they are greeted by spring winds and the echo of new leaves stirring in the breeze. A place of respite for the weary. They rest and reflect upon the day's events. A bittersweet reunion, as they discover their camp had been further ravaged by adventurers. A goblin lies barely breathing. Their dungeon loot was never treasure, but medicines direly needed for their wounded. With their loot now lost, they wallow in despair. A queer sensation interrupts the morose scene, as the stone artifact acts on its own accord. The group beholds the spectacle, agape with wonder. The languishing goblin is bathed in a warm glow. Its wounds slowly mend as it returns to health. As the light subsides, bewilderment gradually gives way to joy. Reunited, they now set out for the forest's edge. They chance upon a carcass, concealed by the stench, a small trove of unclaimed meat and giblets. Among the treasure, a lone iron key. What might it unlock? The iron key unlocks the gateway. The path forward becomes clear. Wolves, such dreadful beasts. Their filthy maws salivate for goblin flesh.
shattering blow.
A goblin's world is full of peril, and there are many who hunt them. They breach through to the edge of the woods. At last they find a pathway out and venture into the open world. They enter a deeper part of the woods. The scent of danger lingers heavy. Ahead, an adventurer rests. Quietly they sneak.
Caught off guard, he braces for battle.
To be felled by the goblins he hunts. How shameful. His quarry watches you from behind. Another one joins their company. This fellow is clad in armor. This will come in handy. There was once a time when goblins were plentiful in these woods. These few, the last of the green goblins, are all that remain. They can no longer turn back. A decent harvest. They happen upon a downtrodden orc still clad in rags and shackles. At his feet, a freshly dug grave adorned with a bone club buried in the barrow. The goblins timorously disturb the orc in his mourning. Uneasily, they speak to him, ask about a nearby ruin in these woods. Barely noticing their presence, the orc wipes away a tear with one hand as he raises the other to give direction. Politely thanking the grieving orc, the goblins discreetly withdraw and leave him to his sorrow. A cozy fire welcomes the wayworn. They settle in, weary of the road.
A vital blow. An encouraging progression. A crippling strike.
Just beyond an old, forgotten watchtower, held fast by a great forest tree. Humans have taken domain. The road ahead will not be easy.
A bold attack.
Injuries mount.
Nicely done. Excellent strike.
This captive is garbed in peculiar vestments. It appears quite grateful and joins the group. Quietly, the goblins approach the ruins, peering from behind a bush. They watch nervously as a pair of human adventurers awkwardly stumble out of the ruins. Deeming it too dangerous to proceed, they search for a more discreet way to enter the ancient ruin. The goblins make their way under the tree through a dark and uncomfortably narrow tunnel. They miserably crawl through the crannies until they reach the tunnel's end. Unbeknownst to the goblins, they find themselves intruding into a human-infested establishment hidden beneath the tree. The crowd scatters in a frenzy at the sight of the unexpected trespassers. As the chaos ebbs, a surly innkeeper and his flunkies are all that remain. He turns to the goblins with a baleful glare, intent on exacting retribution. Prudence dictates caution.
The unsavory lot will bother them no more. They can carry no more.
The goblins descend through an old garbage chute. As their eyes adjust to the darkness, an uncanny landscape of endless human refuse reveals itself. Recalling what the stone has told them, they come to the realization that beneath all the filth lies what they seek. Stone in hand, they gingerly place it atop the edifice. Suddenly, as if disturbed from a great slumber, violent waves erupt, filling the cavern with relentless energy. Mounds of human waste are swept aside by the vindictive force, revealing the great Goblin lair, previously thought to have been lost to antiquity.
The team will assemble here. Many expeditions await them. weapons, both mundane and magical, will find their way here. Ample room for the magnificent spoils that await.